What if I told you the reason you're not rich yet is not because of your job, your boss, or the economy, but because of you? Sounds harsh, right? But trust me, this is not one of those grind 24/7 speeches. This is about something no one tells you. How to work harder on yourself to be wealthy and happy. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the 3 steps that not only changed my income, but also changed how I think, live, and work. So let's get into it. First of all, success is something you attract, not something you chase. Let me explain. We all want success, right? We want the money, the house, the six-pack, the dream vacation, the freedom, the coffee that's not made at home. But here's the crazy part. Success is like a cat. If you chase it, it runs away. But if you chill, improve yourself, and open a can of personal development, it comes and sits on your lap. Okay, maybe not literally, but you get the point. You don't chase success. You become the kind of person who attracts it. And that starts with this golden rule. Work harder on yourself than on your job. I know what you're thinking. Bro, my job already takes my soul. You want more? Yes, but not more hours, more you. The truth is, your income can grow if you don't grow. Sure, sometimes income gets lucky, maybe a crypto pump or your boss finally decides to give some generous bonus. But if you don't grow yourself, that money will leave you faster than a bad Tinder date. So how to work on yourself? Step 1, find out how things work. Let's say you want to change your life. You want more money, more peace, more fun. The first step is don't guess, don't hope. Just find out how things actually work. Here's a truth bomb for you. You don't have a money problem. You have an idea problem. That's what Jim Rohn said, and it blew my mind. Because most of us say, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have connections. But the real problem is we don't have the right ideas. If someone handed you $1 million right now, would you know how to keep it? If not, then it's going to disappear faster than your paycheck after every rent, Uber Eats, and your impulse Amazon shopping. So how to find better ideas? There are some simple ways. Number 1 is read. All successful people read a lot, not because they are nerds, maybe a little bit, but because they want shortcuts. Think about it. Someone took 30 years of success and failures and put it into a 200-page book, and you can just read it in a week. That's like downloading life's cheat code for like $20. And no, I'm not saying that you have to read boring textbooks. Read things that excite you, challenge you, and make you question yourself. If you're not sure where to start, try these books. Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's about how to change your behavior step by step, even if you're lazy like me. The Dip by Seth Godin. It's about how to know when to quit something that's not working for you and when to keep pushing like a champ. Then Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This is an eye-opening and thought-provoking book that explores how our thoughts and emotions influence the way we handle money. This is a perfect finance book. So what's one book that changed your life? Or be honest, when was the last time you actually finished a book? So let's talk in the comments. Number 2, listen to the right people. Here is a $1 million tip, and don't worry, it won't cost you a penny. Poor people should listen to rich people, but how do you know who to listen to? Just don't listen to those fake rich on social media who are trying very hard to prove their wealth by showing cars, Manhattan penthouse, and expensive watches. And they want you to buy their $1,000 courses. It just doesn't make sense. So how do you listen to successful people? It's very simple. Use the tools you already have. YouTube. There are millionaires literally giving free advice online every day in some podcast or TED Talk. You can sit in the room with billionaires, CEOs, and experts all while doing your laundry. Audiobooks. If you can't sit and read, no problem. Listen while you're walking, cooking, or pretending to work. Then there are interviews and speeches. People like Warren Buffett, Naval Ravikant, Steve Jobs, Jim Rohn. They have shared their best ideas, and most of it is just one Google search away from you.
So I took out 2 loans to get here today. I don't even have money for a hotel. Slept
Give
in
him
my
a big
car.
hand, guys. Homeless dude.
You don't need to borrow money just to go to some events and network with people. You just need Wi-Fi and curiosity. And yes, if you do get a chance to meet someone successful, ask questions. Don't just ask for selfies or shout, "Can you please mentor me?" Now here's something sneaky smart. You can also learn a lot from unsuccessful people. Not to be mean, but just observe. If you have someone who's always complaining about system, economy, but never takes any action himself to improve his life, or someone who has millions of ideas but they kept waiting for years to find a perfect moment just to start something, you don't have to do any of these. Do the opposite. Sometimes the best advice is what not to do. And if you have made it this far in the video, you are clearly serious about your growth. In that case, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that YouTube doesn't ghost you when I drop more value-packed videos. Alright, let's continue. Step 2. Go to work on yourself. Now that you have learned the stuff, it's time to do stuff. This is where 90% of people stop. They read books, they watch YouTube, they feel motivated, and then they go and eat nachos. But knowledge without action is like mental constipation. Real change happens when you apply what you learn. Ask yourself, what's one small thing that I can do today that moves me closer to who I want to be? Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for a new year. Just start, even if it's ugly. Start with small disciplines. Discipline is like going to the gym. You don't bench 200 pounds on day one. You start small and you build muscle. Same thing applies here. Wake up 15 minutes earlier than before. Walk instead of scrolling. Say no to that extra cookie. Okay, fine, cookie is all right. The goal is not perfection. The goal is momentum. Little disciplines lead to big victories. Let me be real with you. No one is coming to save you. No guru, no mentor, no superhero in tights. If you're waiting for someone to turn you on, what if they don't show up? Motivation has to come from within. Remind yourself, why do you want to grow? Who do you want to become? What is going to happen if you stay the same? Write those answers down and read them when Netflix calls your name. Last step. Don't try to beat the system. This one is very short but powerful. Once you learn how things work, don't cut corners. We all know someone is trying to hack the system, cheat the taxes, fake the resume, or lie to impress. That stuff might work short term, but on the long term, it's just a shortcut to dead end. If you do it the right way, even if it's slow, you build something real. So don't aim for easy, aim for real. You'll sleep better and you won't have to lie to your mom about what you do for a living. So here's the big message. Any day you wish, you can change your whole life. It doesn't need to be New Year. It doesn't need to be your birthday. It just needs to be a decision. If the last 5 years did feel great, don't worry. You're not stuck because the next 5 years, you can make them completely different. Starting tomorrow, or even better, starting now. And remember, don't just learn, apply. Don't just dream, do. So what's the one small habit you are going to start tomorrow, or what's something you are finally ready to change? Drop it in the comments and let's build a community that actually supports each other. And click on this video to watch more valuable content just like this one, and I'll probably see you there. All right, bye for now.